Officially eligible for AARP, it's the 50th edition of Fast Facts Live. Hello everyone, I am your host, your quiz master of ceremonies, Dan O'Keefe, and that's right, it's the 50th anniversary of this show. Who could believe that just 50 years ago, we started with a black and white RCA Victor set and a pamphlet of questions, and now look at us. We have people staring, looking like they're looking up at God on the TV behind me. It's all automated. Everything is new and fresh and fun. No, it's not the 1 year anniversary of Fast Facts Live. That was 2 weeks ago. Instead, it is the 50th episode, which, as we all know, is more important. And the man who makes everything run is clicking things on his computer, and here he is. It's Tom. Hi, Tom. How are you?
Hi. I'm good.
I like your tie.
Thank you. I like your tie.
Thank you. Tom changed his shirt so that he could wear a tie. Now no one's behind me. When I walked up, Tom was wearing basically a blue checkerboard shirt, and he changed it to a white shirt so that he could put on a tie, because guess what? It's fancy, as we can see on the wall, with our boomer team, Caroline and AJ. Well, AJ and me. Just me now. Let's see if we can get Caroline. Just Tom. Me again. Well, you get the picture. There we go. There they are.
I always hit the wrong button.
We have people dressed to the nines for this game. They're drinking what we are supposed to think is champagne, but they are performers, so it might be champagne. It could just be vodka. I don't know. So thank you all for being here. We're excited to be here. I wore a tie too, and fittingly, it is a Peanuts tie, and also fittingly, my shirt is not tucked in, and I'm wearing slippers. So I dressed up.
I'm barefoot in shorts.
Yeah, you look like a Dutch businessman.
I am a Dutch businessman.
That's not true. That's just a lie. You're supposed to be the beacon of truth on this show. I'm the liar. Okay, so we have a bunch of teams playing tonight, but before you know who's playing, you need to know how to play. So here are the rules on how to play Fast Facts Live.
Hello, I am Charty. Welcome to Season 6 of Fast Facts Live. Here's how to play. There will be 5 rounds of 5 questions each. You will have 20 seconds to answer each question. There is no penalty for guessing, so if you don't know an answer, guess. You follow along and answer in ChartyBot. When you submit an answer for a question, ChartyBot will automatically move you forward to the next question. You can check the leaderboard in the menu in ChartyBot. No matter where you are, hitting resume will bring you back to answering questions. You can double or nothing 1 round per game. ChartyBot will ask you at the end of each round if you want to use it. If you got every question correct in that round, your score for that round will double. If you got at least 1 question wrong in that round, you will get 0 points for the entire round. You can wager between 0 and 10 points for the Hail Mary question after round 5. If you answer incorrectly, you will lose the amount you wagered, so wager cautiously. A tiebreaker question will be asked to everyone after the Hail Mary, but will only apply to teams tied for first place. Don't cheat, think fast, and have fun. Welcome to Fast Facts Live. Good luck.
Good luck to everyone playing tonight. We do have some tough competition tonight. Not only do we have the winner of a high school version of Jeopardy, but we have the runner-up of the 1989 or 1991, I'm not entirely sure, I didn't look this up beforehand, a seniors tournament of actual Jeopardy. So, tough competition, everyone. The teams that we have playing tonight, we got a bunch! In some particular order, I'm not totally sure, we have the 3-legged Drama Goons, Grandpa Bob and his useless sidekicks, Nifty 50 Boomer Bash. We chose Fast Facts Live over President Biden. Mom's been here for all 50. I'm sorry. Olaf's Cool Kids who have 50 toes between them. I'm also sorry. Ouch. Three's Company. Anthony Hopkins in The Father wearing Joker makeup. The Interstate Wonders. Am I pretty? Pfizer. I hardly know her. Tumbleweeds. Jomo's Mojo. Sarah and Emmett. Princesses of Doom. Mila or Mila. I don't know. Travolta and Molly's Biggest Fan, Heart 3. Thank you all for playing. Let's waste no more time. Let's get into the game. At the first round, of Fast Facts Live, and that is 50 years ago in the far-off future of 1971. Question number 1. On January 2nd, 1971, a ban on the advertisement of what product on radio and television went into effect in the United States? 20 seconds. Question 2. What Chilean poet, known not only for his poetry but also for his close political connections with Chilean President Salvador Allende, won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971? Question number 3. October 27th, the Democratic Republic of the Congo changes its name to what? It then reverted back to its current name in 1997. Question number 4. 1971 was the 50th anniversary of the launch of what perfume, known for having a distinctive bottle, still produced today? And question number 5, last question of the round. In March of 1971, which television network performed what was called a rural purge, canceling shows like Green Acres and Mayberry RFD, making room for programs like All in the Family? All right, that is it for round number 1. If you were alive and conscious and paying attention to world events in 1971, maybe Double or Nothing. If you were not, maybe don't, unless you're a real specific history buff. If you are behind, we're going into round 2, so if you go to the menu, and you can go skip forward to round 2. That will get you up to where everyone else is, and your answers will be submitted for the correct questions. And with that out of the way, let's move forward to round 2. And this round is all about company nicknames. Our company, Creative Land, has only one nickname, Creative Land. It's a very creative nickname. Question number 1. The Queensland and Northern Territory Aerial Services is nicknamed the Flying what? Question number 2. Which automaker is colloquially referred to by a shortened version of their name? Question number 3. When you ask someone in Australia where to find a Big Mac, they're probably going to use what nickname for the restaurant? Number 4. Big Blue is a nickname used since the 80s to describe what company, one of the world's largest employers? And the last question of the round. Speedbird is the call sign and nickname for what legacy airline? That's their logo down below. All right, that is it for round number 5.
No.
To the 5th question. I don't know where I got that from. We are going to take a quick break so I can recombobulate my brain and not call everything round number 5. When we come back, we will have more questions and more answers here on Fast Facts Live, so stay tuned. We're back, everyone. Hello. And Tom's on screen too.
I am.
What's up?
I'm watching the people having technical difficulties have their technical difficulties essentially. So if you're having it looks like everybody got their team name in. If you want to catch up, we're about to start round 3. So you're gonna hit menu, select round, then it will. And a lot of you were doing this. You select. It'll ask you what round you want to go to. Type in 3. What question you want to go to. Select 1. It will say, all right, you're about to go to round 3, question 1. Do you want to go there? And you hit confirm. And then it should bring you right to round 3, question 1.
Yes.
If for whatever reason that's not working for you, hit resume and then just punch in a bunch of random answers until you get to round 3, question 1.
But if you have been submitting answers, no problem, which most of you have been, you don't need to do anything. You're at round 3.
Yep.
It's only for those teams that were having maybe some technical difficulties or something like that. Also, as you can see behind me, the wall has gotten more heavily populated as Tom will cycle. Oh no, we got it on the first try!
I did it right that time!
Look, everybody's on the wall. Some of them are wearing ties, some of them are dressed up, some of them are Molly's chin. You know, there's a wide range of things happening on the wall, and you can join it too. Just click join the wall and have your face be on screen behind me most of the time. It's fun. It's like a party where you can't talk to anyone else and don't really know them, but you make a really quick connection and eventually try to overthrow the host of the show, as happened last week. We went away from the wall very quickly because I could see the beginnings of a revolution happening, and instead we need to crush it as quick as we can. So here are the answers for rounds 1 and 2, starting with round 1.
That was very American of you.
I wish we had an
American
national yeah.
If only there was an American flag behind me.
Oh, this is where I would pan your camera up, but that'd be terrifying because I'd break it probably.
You can't pan a camera that's statically put on a light stand.
That's how I said I'd break it. Anyway, answers for round 1. The first question of round 1. On January 2nd, 1971, a ban on the advertisement of what product on radio and television went into effect in the United States, specifically cigarettes. The last cigarette ad was aired on an episode of The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, and that was it. Question number 2. What Chilean poet, known not only for his poetry, but for his close political connections with Chilean President Salvador Allende, won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971? That was Pablo Neruda. Question 3. On October 27th, the Democratic Republic of the Congo changes its name to what? Reverting back to the current name in 1997. It changed its name to Zaire. Number 4. 1971 was the 50th anniversary, so you could say that 2021 is the 100th anniversary, if you're a mathematician, of the launch of what perfume, known for having a distinctive bottle still produced today? That is Chanel No. 5, Eau de Parfum. I took French. And number 5. I should have had that last one be number 5. That would have fit really well. In March of 1971, which TV network performed The Rural Purge, canceling shows like Green Acres and the walking corpse of the Andy Griffith show that was Mayberry RFD, making room for programs like All in the Family and in the future, MASH? That was CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Moving to round 2, company nicknames. The Queensland and Northern Territory Aerial Services is nicknamed the Flying what? It's the Flying Kangaroo. And also, if you pick up that initialism, it's Qantas. It's an acronym.
I saw it. This was a clue on Jeopardy this week.
Oh.
Because it was in the Q without a U category. Because Qantas, I'm like, wait, Qantas has a U. Wait, it doesn't.
It does. If they did, it'd have to be a lowercase u.
It's Qantas.
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 You flying Qantas? Yes, I am. I'm Australian.
They held the record for the longest scheduled flight ever at one point.
Now it's one to Singapore, I think.
Yeah, now it's like...
It's LAX to Singapore or something?
Or like, I think it might be London Heathrow to Singapore.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok about it.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of research. Question 2. Which automaker is colloquially referred to by a shortened version of their name? The written answer is Chevy, but we basically accepted all brands if you could shorten
Because
it.
I'm stupid and I didn't make this specific enough.
Yeah, because technically you can't accept GM for General Motors or GMC for General Motors
Like
Company.
initializing, is that shortening? An argument can be made for it.
BMW is Bavarian Motor Works, so I guess.
No, I mean, even though there's no cars that are make is General Motors still an automaker? Yes-ish.
Yeah.
So, yeah, essentially most of you got a point if you named an automaker that you could shorten in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, not Tesla, though.
Or Ford.
Tesla is not short for Teslatronica or something.
Short for Nikola Tesla.
Well, and Ford is short for Ford the River! We're crossing America! Question 3. When you ask someone in Australia where to find a Big Mac, they're probably going to use what nickname for the restaurant? Macca's. That's the closest to an Australian accent that I will do. Big Blue is a nickname used since the 80s to describe what company, which is one of the largest employees in the world. That is IBM, International Business Machines. And question 5. Speedbird is the call sign and nickname for what legacy airline? And then there was a picture of the Speedbird. Icon, graphic, what have you. British Airways. Also,
Or BOAC.
BOAC would stand for Boys Onward! America, see? And that's how they decided on the colonies.
It's actually British Overseas Air System. No. British Overseas Air Carriers. That's it.
BOAC.
Because then there was the British European Air Carriers that they then merged with 2 other airlines to make British Airways.
The more you know, sound effect and image. That's interesting, though.
Yeah. It better be. Otherwise, I'm just wasting people's time.
I just told the story, so you better be interested in it, kids. Let's move on to round number 3. If you are not in round number 3, either just keep answering until you get to round number 3.
I think everybody is.
It looks like everyone is.
I think everyone got to 3.
So, round number 3 is about movie mashups. We're going to give you the plot to 2 movies, mash them up, and the title is a mashup of their titles together.
The titles will work together.
Yeah. Maybe not as like grammatically correct sentences, but the words will work together. Movie number 1. Traumatized by a tragic event in her past, Princess Diana of Themyscira seeks out vengeance against those who crossed her path with Chris Pine and a golden lasso. Number 2. Benoit Blanc investigates a possible murder and other mysteries happening around Chris Washington's visit to the Armitage family. 20 seconds. Question number 3. Rocky single-handedly wins the Cold War as Clark Kent crusades for nuclear disarmament and meets Lex Luthor's latest creation, Nuclear Man. We'll give you an extra point if you give us a full combination of the titles. Movie number 4. Remember, this is a combination of 2 films. A bounty hunting scam joins 2 men in an uneasy alliance in a race to find a fortune in gold while protecting a witness to a murder in South Beach. And for some of you, the joy will come with me saying that this is the last question of the round. While on an overseas trip, Peter Parker is left behind by his parents over the holidays. That's it. And that's it. Sorry, I'm reading over some of your answers. It's very funny. One specific team hates this category so much, and I love seeing their responses.
One specific team.
A
lot of people hate
They
this category.
articulate it very directly in their answers.
That they do.
Yeah, don't worry. We're done with that round. There's
Half the people love it, half the people hate it.
maybe 10% of people love it, half the people hate it. The other 40%
I think,
swim amongst the current.
but you and I are both in that 10%.
That's true,
So-
which really lowers it for how many
This
people
is
are
our
actually
birthday.
playing
We're
who
gonna
like
dance
it.
if we want to.
Yes, I did receive a text from my dad asking if they could get extra points because they were sucking on the round. The answer is no, but points, brownie points for asking. Let's move on to round number 4. Hopefully you'll do a little better. This one's a little more straightforward. This round is about current events, and as you can see, I was very clever in writing this category. You know what it's about. While tides are caused by the pull of the moon's gravity, what are currents generally caused by? 20 seconds. Number 2. In 1992, a crate full of what floating toy spilled into the ocean, allowing oceanographers to learn about the movements of the sea? Number 3. In oceanography, what is the term for a length of water over which, you can tell that I spelled which incorrectly, a given wind has blown without obstruction? I'll give you a hint. You should stop trying to make it happen. It's not going to happen. 20 seconds. Number 4, what's taller? The measured height of the largest wave ever recorded, or the height of the Sears Tower, including antennae, in Chicago? And I did say the Sears Tower, because the Willis Tower is a nightmare fever dream. Hey, question 5. When the sun, moon, and earth create a right angle, it's the age of Aquarius. And what type of tide is created, where the differences between high and low tide are not as noticeable? This is 3 points, so good luck. All right, that is it for round 4. We have not given you a lot of rounds where you can feel confident in double or nothinging. So I will just say that the trend continues, and maybe you shouldn't. We're going to take a break. When we come back, hopefully the next round will be a little easier, a little more general. Most of these teams are doing well. I'll say it's just nobody's running roughshod on the rounds, but we'll be right back. We're coming back to me because y'all are spreading too many secrets on the wall. The revolution never ended, as you can see, and I am here to quell that revolution. Back to the trivia. No more uprisings. It's me, King George III. And there is too much happening on screen, too much free will. No. Go back. So if you have been having any technical difficulties, the one last thing that we could say is that the answers are not submitted automatically when you hit them. You have to, well, they're submitted and then you have to confirm your answer. So when you type in your answer, you send it in and then the bot asks you a question. Would you like to confirm
You
your
didn't
answer?
explain that very well.
Okay, what did I say wrong? You submit your answer, the bot asks if you want to confirm it, you say yes. What did I miss? What did I miss?
The bot doesn't move you automatically. You got to submit an answer.
That's what I said.
You didn't.
I said you submit an answer and then the bot asks if you want to confirm it and you say yes.
Okay. If you don't have an answer, put I don't have an answer and hit submit. Essentially.
Yes.
You have to put an answer in for it to ask you the next question.
Yes, that's true. You have to interact.
We had a couple people during the movie round that were like, I don't know this, and just didn't put an answer and then got confused.
Yeah.
Or stuck or behind or whatever. Just
Yeah.
as you go, submit something. We're generous. We might give you a point if it's funny.
Yeah.
But it has to be really funny.
Really funny.
Really funny.
Like Gutfeld worthy funny. I'm not letting this go. I'm gonna mention Gutfeld going forward forever. I don't care.
I always wanted our seasons to have like a theme. I didn't think a theme would be Gutfeld and a revolution.
The two things that go together like wine and cheese, Gutfeld and cultural societal revolution. This is the point where I do business with you, and basically, if you want to support Fast Facts Live, you could do so financially on Patreon at patreon.com/fastfactslive. We have different tiers of support that give you different levels of swag, as the kids say, including access to a Discord server, a thank you in the credits, an extra bump up on your prize money if you win. You can subscribe for the prizes for as little as $4 a month. If you don't want to do that, you can do it as little as $1 a month if you just want to help us out. Or if you don't want to do that and you want to give us money a one-time thing, you can go to the tip jar in ChartyBot and give us money there. But really, the best way that you can support us is by spreading the word and telling your friends, getting them to play. A lot of you did that for this week's game, and we thank you so much for that. And then the other piece of business that I have is an announcement that we are going to be doing a special episode, a season finale episode of Fast Facts Live on May 23rd, I believe is the date, is the second to last Sunday of May. And what we will be doing is a charity episode where we will be asking people to donate. We will be matching donations up to a certain point. We need to figure out what that number is before it puts us into financial ruin. But how the game will work is half of the money donated will go to the Hunger Task Force of Milwaukee, and the other half will go to the charity of the winning team's choice. So if you have a charity that you really like to support and you really want to help them out, this is a good way to do that. So if you only tell your friends about one event that is happening with Fast Facts Live, tell them about the charity show that is happening on May 23rd. We will have donation stuff set up on our website In the meantime, it's not set up yet. We will let you know when it is. And also, we will be donating all of our Patreon money and all that from this month, or not this month, of May, to that cause as well. So that is what we will be doing to wrap up this season of Fast Facts Live.
Yeah.
The one other thing that I want to mention.
Oh.
We were talking about the movie round recently. I already told this to Tom before the show, but it's really clever. I think it's really clever, and I want to pat myself on the back for it. Speaking of movies, I don't really like watching movies that are set in towns that are named for towns of like a city in the Dakotas or something, when really it's set in a town in northern Minnesota or something, in a cold place like that. So I kind of stay away and put off watching movies like that. Instead, I like to watch movies that won Best Picture, say in 2013, about a hostage crisis and the Canadian caper and rescuing 6 hostages during the Iranian Revolution and the Iranian hostage crisis. So I guess you could say that I forego Fargo, ergo Argo. What a response from the wall, everyone! Dan secretly wants to be overthrown. No! You want your money back, Fred. There's too much happening.
We should go to the answers.
We should. Let's go to the answers for rounds 3 and 4. Movie mashups. Traumatized by a tragic event in her past, Princess Diana of Themyscira seeks out vengeance against those who crossed her path with Chris Pine and a golden lasso, promising young Wonder Woman. Benoit Blanc investigates a possible murder and other mysterious happenings around Chris Washington's visit with the Armitage family. Guess what? It's Knives Get Out. This poster, Tom,
or Get Knives Out.
That both of those work. Tom did all the work on these questions and the posters, so good job, Tom. I think they're all very fun.
Thanks.
Excuse me. Question number 3. Rocky single-handedly wins the Cold War as Clark Kent crusades for nuclear disarmament and meets Lex Luthor's latest creation, Nuclear Man. That is Rocky Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Number 4, a bounty hunting scam joins 2 men in an uneasy alliance in a race to find a fortune in gold while protecting a witness to a murder in South Beach. No one got this one correct. It's the most difficult one. It is The Good, the Bad Boys, and the Ugly. And question 5. Well, on an overseas trip, Peter Parker is left behind by his parents over the holidays. The full title is Spider-Man Far From Home Alone. We gave you half a point if you answered Spider-Man Home Alone. So that placates a bunch of teams. Moving on to round 4, current events. While tides are caused by the pull of the moon's gravity, what are currents generally caused by? Basically, the wind. Question 2. In 1992, a crate full of what floating toy spilled into the ocean, allowing oceanographers to learn about the movements of the sea? Rubber duckies! Spilled, they floated around for a while, and they gave oceanographers a very in-depth understanding of how tides move and stuff like that. Question 3. In oceanography, what's the term for a length of water over which, again, I spelled which incorrectly, a given wind has blown without obstruction? I fixed your spelling mistakes!
Hey, okay. You left yours in?
Yes. I am nothing if not showing my faults constantly, all the time. I'll give you a hint. You should stop trying to make it happen, Gretchen. It's not going to happen because it's a fetch. Or if you take the L out of a Chevy Chase movie. The movie is Fletch, the joke is fetch.
Great movie.
Well,
Good movie.
movie. What's taller, the measured height of the largest wave ever recorded, or the height of the Sears Tower, including antennae, in Chicago? Surprisingly, it's the Sears Tower, by 9 feet.
By only 9 feet?
Yes.
Terrifying.
The tallest wave ever was 1,720 feet tall. I think if I'm getting these numbers right. And the Sears Tower with antenna is 1,729 feet tall.
Jeez.
Imagine seeing that. That's terrifying.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Question 5. When the sun, the moon, and the earth create a right angle, what type of weak tide is created, where the differences between high and low tide are not as noticeable that is known as a neep or a nape? It's very
We are the knights
Very
that
calm.
say neep.
neep. That's it for round 4. Let's move on to round 5. It's our grab bag toss-up category. It could be anything. Question number 1. Who won Best Director at the Oscars on Sunday, winning for her film Nomadland? 20 seconds. Question number 2. What element has an atomic number of 50? You can give us the name or you can give us the shortening of it. Question number 3. 2021 quincentennial commemorations in the Philippines in part celebrates the 50th times 10, 500th anniversary of the death of what circumnavigator? 500 years ago, who was it? Question number 4. What type of product created by Pebble Technologies had the most successful campaign in Kickstarter history, raising over $20 million in donations? Question number 5. 2 high-profile celebrities recently announced that they're running for the California recall election. This question is not about them. The first successful recall of a governor was of Lynn Frazier in 1921. Governor of what state? That is it for the toss-up round. If you think you did well in that round, double or nothing. If you don't, don't. So maybe, lean one way over another. This is the pause where I give you time to place your wagers and your bets for the Hail Mary. Category for this round is...
It's not a round, it's a
This
question.
question. I give you a category so you can properly wager. In theory,
Similar
you all
to
bet 10.
another trivia enterprise
Yeah,
that we won't name for copyright reasons.
Jeopardy.
Oh. In Jeopardy, sort of.
Our love's in Jeopardy, baby.
Rhymes with Shepardy.
So a category for this round is the Renaissance.
The Renaissance.
Renee, yes, it's all about Renee. Who?
Renee Leach, the star of The Thrill of It, directed by Dan O'Keefe.
Of Best Experimental Short Film winner, The Thrill of It.
At the weirdest freaking film festival either of us have ever been
We
to.
went to a film festival in Chicago in February of last year. They were almost entirely sure they gave us this award because we showed up, because there were 3 other people there. It was an experimental film festival, which means most of the stuff was really out there and not enjoyable. We had the most consistent narrative of any short film there.
Ours had a narrative.
Yeah, none of the others. One of them was somebody was eating dirt, and then a plant grew out of their stomach. It was weird. Anyway, we've given enough time. It's the Hail Mary. Renaissance. Here's the question. The Pieta, a statue depicting the Virgin Mary cradling the body of Jesus, commissioned by French Cardinal Jean de Billeres, nope, is the only signed work of what artist? 20 seconds, good luck. That is it for the Hail Mary question, but that doesn't mean it's the last question. In the case of a tiebreaker, we have one more, and here is the question. According to the International Pasta Organization, how many kilograms of pasta were produced in 2020? Give us just a number, just numbers, no words along with them, just numbers. Okay, that's it for the tiebreaker question. I just received feedback that I should stop talking so much, so we will go to our final break, and when we come back, we'll have the winner of this week's version of Fast Facts Live, so stay tuned. That was a short break. I'm using fewer words. Answer time. Question 1. Who won Best Director at the Oscars on Sunday for her film Nomadland? That was director Chloe Zhao. Nomadland also won Best Picture. Question 2. What element has an atomic number of 50? I said that you could use the name of the element or the shortening. I meant the symbol, and it's tin. Or sin, if you're a heathen. The 2021 quincentennial commemorations in the Philippines in part celebrates the 500th anniversary of the death of what circumnavigator? That is the death of Ferdinand Magellan, because, as Tom informed me, they killed him. Question 4. What type of product created by Pebble Technologies had the most successful campaign in Kickstarter history, raising over $20 million in donations? It was a smartwatch. They are now out of business. And question 5, 2 high profile, blah, blah, blah. First successful recall election was Lyndon Frazier, governor of North Dakota. Hail Mary question. The Pieta, a statue depicting the Virgin Mary cradling the body of Jesus, commissioned by French Cardinal Jean de France, is the only signed work of what artist? That is of Michelangelo. Didn't sign anything else, but he did carve into this statue. And the tiebreaker. According to the International Pasta Organization, I kept it spelled like that because that's how they are officially named. How many kilograms of pasta were produced in 2020? Just a cool 14,514,955,840. And thank God we did not have any ties in the top 3 because I did not want to have to do the math to see who was closest to 14 billion blah, blah, blah. We do have an out-and-out winner, so the tiebreaker was not necessary. Let's not waste any more time. Let's see who won Fast Facts Live this week. Starting at the bottom, in 22nd place. He texted me and said that he did not want to get last. Well, too bad. It is not Rome with 1 point. In 21st with 5 points, we have Molly's biggest fan. In 20th with 5.5 points, Travolta. In 19th, we have Three-Legged Dramagoons with 7 points. In 18th, Am I Pretty has 8.5 points. With 9 points, Mila came in 17th. Tumbleweeds came in 16th with 10 points. Ouch had 11 points, good for 15th. Opa had 13.5, which made them 14th place. In 13th place, we have the Interstate Warriors with 14. In 12th, Sarah and Emmett got 15 points. In 11th, Anthony Hopkins was wearing Joker makeup, and that got him 15 points. In 10th place, we have Jomo's Mojo with 19.5 points. 9th place with 21 points, Pfizer, I hardly know her. In 8th place, Three's Company with 22 points. In 7th, we chose Fast Facts Live over President Biden, 22.5 points. In a tie for 5th, Grandpa Bob and his useless sidekicks and Jesus Votes had 23 points. In 4th, Mom's Been Here for All 50 with 24 points. And since this is our 50th episode, we have prizes for the top 3 teams, which means in 3rd place with 26 points, taking home $10, $5 from Amazon. It is Olaf's Cool Kids who have 50 toes between them. In 2nd place with 27.5 points, with taking home $10 of good old Bezos bucks. It's Princesses of Doom, which means in 1st place with 28.5 points, dressed to the nines, taking home $25. Nope, 15. $15. Temper your excitement a little bit. Team in the top left, Nifty 50 Boomer Bash. Congratulations to Caroline and AJ on winning the 50th edition of Fast Facts Live. A round of applause, waves, celebration, throw the flower petals, all of that. Take a bow. Congratulations on winning this week. It does feel like that this should be a season finale, but no, guess what?
He's got champagne.
Evan's got champagne. Pop it, Evan. And Molly's got a water bottle. He's trying really hard to pop that.
I'm like, is it really that hard?
Come on, Evan. Oh, you could do it. We believe it.
He got a glass.
Well, the ceremonial champagne, figurative champagne, has been popped for you. Thank you all for playing this week. We will be back next week. We will try to have more general pop culture questions next week, because I think that will be the feedback that we received this week. Not enough pop culture. But we will be back next week with another regular edition of Fast Facts. Only one winner next week, so you got to work even harder to get that prize money. Thank you, Tom, for producing the show.
Thank you for hosting.
I'll say it. You're welcome. This time. You got me this time.
I tried so hard.
And while we have a double shot up, Molly, our social media manager, asked us to dance at the end of the show. We don't know how to dance, so Molly, it's your time to shine. You can dance. No? Okay. I can't dance, but this is my best, and I'll give it a shot, and Tom will shake his head. Thank you for playing. Very special thank you to our patrons, Molly Von Eschenbach, our social media manager, and Dennis Tracy, our Twitch czar. I have been, and will be Dan O'Keefe. We will be back next week, same fact time, same fact channel. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, have fun, wear a mask, and get vaccinated. Bye-bye.